Happy New Year. This is OsirisTheVirus, turnbuckle combo, no less, from UpnLevel Productions. As you can see, I'm by myself here. I don't have my phone at home on. This is going to be fun because you're just going to hear straight from me. So what's up again from everybody? Like and subscribe from UpnLevel Productions, the wrestling edition. We're going to talk about last night's show, WWE shows, Monday Night Raw on Netflix, the new era, the Netflix era is what we call it now. Last night's show, everybody, was amazing. It was a WrestleMania production, you can say, a top level pay-per-view production. The production was hype. The matches were hype. Storylines, the whole get up, the whole energy of the show was so exciting. It feels like watching wrestling all over again, even though the show has been going up and up every week under we call the Triple H era. And I'm glad that this Triple H era is going to the Netflix era because it makes it more exciting. It was a hell of a show. So we're going to do a breakdown on it. We're going to do an uncut breakdown on it. I got permission to do an uncut breakdown. So I'm going to give you some real feelings about it. So I'm not going to hold back. So let's get into it. First of all, let's get into the John Cena retirement, right? Which I think is one of the biggest storylines going into 2025. And it's great that it started off on Netflix for John Cena. Well, it didn't start off with John Cena, but you know what I'm saying? His retirement party, you can say. He came out and said that he's going to come in and Royal Rumble, he's going to win. So I'm looking forward to it. I got one wish, John Cena. If you see this video, John Cena, I got one wish. If you can come out with the Dr. Diagnosis, John Cena, I think that'll make all our wishes come true. Because I think that if this is going to be your final run, which it is, then what better way than to go out as the John Cena that we all fell in love with, and now with the Dr. Diagnosis. You're on Netflix. I know that you want to keep it PG for the kids, because that's the reason why you kind of pull back on the rappers. But I just think that now that we in this new generation of wrestling, we're on the Netflix era, and why not? Let's see those freestyles. I heard you say you don't got it, my man. I think it's like for you, it's like riding a bike. I bet you if you get in front of a mirror and work on your freestyles, I bet you can get it. So Nick John Cena, we're glad to see you back in WWE for the year. We're glad to see you back in the Rumble. And hope you win it, like you said. We're going to go to our first match, which was one of the biggest matches. I mean, all the matches are big, but the big match was full of excitement, which was the Tribal Chief combat match. Roman Reigns, my Tribal Chief, versus the wannabe Tribal Chief, Solo Sikoa. That match was a straight up street fight. With all the appearances that came out, from Kevin Owens to Cody Rhodes, I thought the match was over when Cody Rhodes came out. No lie. And when we saw the kick out, I was like, okay, this match is going to continue. So Roman Reigns did end up winning the match. It was a tribal cheat. It was a tribal combat. It was over the Ufala that Roman Reigns wears around his neck. And who comes out to bless him with the Ufala? The Rock. Which was surprising to me because I'm like, he came out and he actually put the Ufala on Roman Reigns and told him that he was his tribal chief. My question is to you guys, and write this in the comment if it's true or not. See if I'm right or wrong about this, but this is my feeling. Is this a shoot from The Rock? Did The Rock go in there and say, you know what? Let me give this man his flowers right now. He just won his match against Solo Sikoa. It's the first Netflix. I feel good. Let me go celebrate my cousin. But was it you think it's like a shoot? You think The Rock is like butter and nuts in so he can catch an old guard? Because the one dream I got from last year, which we never got, is The Rock versus Roman Reigns. If we can get that this year's WrestleMania, and we can somehow make a great storyline for what happened on Netflix, that'd be great. So that was a great match from John Cena, from Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Another good match was the Women's Championship match, which was Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, which was the last woman standing match. From a fan's perspective, finally, because to be honest with you, as much as I love Rhea, the mommy be on top, and mommy is the winner. Finally, she's the champion since her injury. The match was good. It wasn't one of the best matches of the night, but it was a good match. I'm glad that Rhea Ripley got her title back. And I just wish that storyline Going back to from Monday Night Netflix last night. Let's talk about the Drew McIntyre and Jey Uso. Before we get into that, I want to talk about Travis Scott. When his music theme hit, I was like, this went from a wrestling show to a concert. The whole building went dark, and his music started blasting, theme. And I was like, well, why not? Because he's the four-man ambassador. But what had me dying is, hey, this is an uncut show, so I'm gonna say it anyway because I know Pat McAfee say when he said when he came out with Tommy Dying, this is why I want to bring up what Travis Scott was staging. So I know for the PT era, that's what he was doing. But because it's an uncut show, my man was smoking that weed. And that's what I think what made the show so awesome because it was so different to have Travis Scott just come out like if it was a concert and he couldn't even perform. He just stood there with this homemade belt, smoking weed in the paper, and he was doing the introduction for Jey Uso. Once I saw Jey Uso come out together with Travis Scott, right there I was like, oh, he's gonna win this match because you're not gonna go through all this hype and the whole building. Once Jey Uso's music hit, everybody said, bang, bang. It was up and down. It was awesome. Um, I read a lot of comments on social media. A lot of people didn't like the match. I liked it because, to get Jey Uso with the win over Drew McIntyre and finally get that win because Drew McIntyre was in the beginning. I thought it was dope, especially on Netflix. But real quick, guys, I don't know if you guys have been seeing a picture, which I think is a cool picture, where they show Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, and even Seth Rollins in these NWO pictures. I'm not saying they're going to be doing NWO as far as wearing the letters, but him losing to Jey Uso last night kind of made me like, make me feel like that Monty might piss him off to the point that he's tired of losing. Kevin Owens is tired of getting losing. You know, he got a title match coming up at the Royal Rumble against Cody Rhodes. And I think Seth Rollins, which I'm going to get into right now against his match against CM Punk. That match was great. It was a great wrestling match. I had picked Seth Rollins to be honest with you, and I was kind of surprised that CM Punk won that match. But after CM Punk won, my thought went, and I see Seth Rollins losing. My thought went back to that picture, and I was like, them losing, and I was like, I think that we're gonna have a faction that's like, I don't want to say dark, but a faction that's like these three is like the new NWO. I think that they're going to be the new three that's going to wreak havoc in W together because, and when you put those three superstars together, Kevin Owens, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins, I mean, I think they're going to top the sheet. So, I mean, that's my opinion. You could write in the comments say, hey, I don't think it's true, or just say, hey, I can see that angle. But there is a picture going around. I want you to check it out. But that was a great match between CM Punk and Real and Seth Rollins. That was a good hype for the Netflix special. So that was two. Now, one thing I want to get over, which was the elephant in the room uh, that happened last night. Uh, and again, I was given the permission to have this uncut. So I'm going to be honest. I'm going to, well, this is going to be my opinion. I'm pretty sure I share a lot of people's opinion on it, especially when I bring it from social media. But I want to talk about the Hulk Hogan segment. I know he came out and he was heavily booed. He was booed so hard that he couldn't even finish the segment. Well, he did finish the segment, but it's like he was stumbling to do a segment because I guess he was surprised that he was booed so hard. Um, for people who don't watch wrestling, who's watching the show, maybe just watching it for the hell of it and say, well, I don't watch wrestling. But for people who watch wrestling, right, the wrestling community, we're a very diverse community. Uh, we're heavily into every aspect of society uh, when it comes to diversity. Um, we have we have so much respect for each other in our community. Like our fans is different from NBA fans and your NFL fans. Like us WWE fans, like we respect each other. It doesn't matter where you're from, what you look like. It don't matter. We have so much love and respect for each other is because we all love wrestling. So that being said, the reason why Hulk Hogan was booed last night is because, straight up, because he has a history of racism. Uh, I know some people been on social media saying that, oh, it's for political reason, political reason. No. I understand people saying that. I don't blame them for saying that. It's because they just don't like wrestling. They just don't know the history. I just also want to bring up people saying it's political because he got booed in Los Angeles. Well, I want to bring up a history that Hulk Hogan was also booed in 2019 in Florida when there was WrestleMania. Why? Because the same reason. So it didn't matter if wrestling was in a blue state, red state, he was going to get booed regardless. And again, why? It's because of the community, the type of community we are, where WWE is heavily involved in the military, WWE is heavily involved with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. With, I don't know if anybody knew, John Cena is one of the most wish-granted participants in the foundation. Like, we do so much with children with disabilities. Like, we're so much diverse that we boot him out the building is because we do not tolerate any type of hate or racism. So I just want to highlight that about last night's event. I know there was a lot of homecoming, but I also want to also highlight about the type of community we are and why we're all about respect. We're all about love for each other. We're all about inclusion. If you're not a wrestling fan, we encourage you to watch it. It's a fun show. It's for everybody. It's for all ages. It's for all religion. It's no matter what side of the aisle you're on. You're welcome to watch wrestling with us. So please, everybody, understand the fact that what happened last night was not, personally, but it's to let him know that us as a fan and as a community, we do not tolerate racism. Same thing here in UpnLevel Productions. We want everybody involved. It doesn't matter what age you are, where you're from, what country. Even if you got to use a translator. Oh, I got to use a translator. I don't care. I went to college. I learned more about respecting each other than it was about learning what I learned in school. And that's where I really opened my eyes to sit there and go, you know what? These people are not so different. And that's just how it is in the government community. Much love, much respect, and that's all we expect from the W. So thank you for giving me your time for the show. Netflix, thank you for giving us a great show. We look forward to next week, Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw is on Netflix, the new Netflix era, every Monday at 8 o'clock. Uh, Join us. We're going to be doing reactions, even live. We couldn't do it this weekend because we're not kind of used to it yet. But once we become professionals, which we will be professionals at this, we will be doing live reactions, but we're going to be interaction with the crowd. So join us, UpnLevel Productions. I'm OsirisTheVirus, Catman Hype Man OV on Instagram, TikTok, and Instagram. And good night, everybody.